Now, what did this guy want to do? First of all, he showed us that he is the most likely person to be a perpetrator. How so? By perpetrating violence against me. By making false allegations. And then, of course, trying to get violent with me. And what did I do to this guy? Nothing. I exist in his general vicinity and he's offended. Because him heard a rumor. So does that make it okay for him to call me a pedophile? For him to call me a murderer? You notice he wanted to pretend I was a druggie, right? Meanwhile, he didn't like being called a druggie back. Didn't like it. Wanted to get physically violent. He could not handle what he was dishing out. I was kind as I could be given the situation. You don't go starting shit with people and then fucking whine that you're a victim. When you start shit with me and then pretend that you were victimized, that you were the poor, innocent soul. No, the fuck you're not. If you're gonna pretend that shit, back your shit up. Don't be a lying ass little bitch. This wolnez feller, if you want to pretend like I molested him as a kid, I didn't know him when he was a kid. So he's accusing me of molesting. Who's he accusing me of killing? How many drugs have I been offered on this channel? Live while I was recording? A lot. A whole shit ton. Yeah, the availability is here, just not the want. Kind of like guns. Yes, there are lots of people here who offered me firearms. I just don't want one. A gun isn't going to do me any fucking good. It's more likely to get me shot. I got pepper spray if I need it. I try to be diplomatic as much as possible. Now this wolnez feller wanted to accuse me of being a pedophile. Well, here's some equality, pedophile. You want to go making those allegations? Fine, I'll make them back at you, no problem. How does it feel? Now, since I called you a pedophile, does that magically make it okay for me to physically assault you? Does that make it okay for me to beat on your things? To break into your home and assault you because I called you a pedophile? Because you seem to think all those things are okay. You absolutely are a predator, whether you're a pedophile or not. See, that's the thing about gaslighting. You want to discredit your victim. It's easy to do with a guy, isn't it? You just accuse him of being a pedophile, accuse him of being a rapist. Well, if you're going to go throwing that shit out there, I can do the same thing, son. The difference is, you wanted to whine like a mule because you got part of the same treatment that you gave me. Except I didn't come up on you threatening you. I didn't come up on you making false allegations. I didn't step up in your face and fucking assault you when you called me a druggie, did I? I didn't walk across the street to fucking swing at you, did I? I didn't kick the back of your fucking vehicle and then shove my way into it, did I? No, you came looking for trouble and you found it. Everyone who comes looking for trouble with me finds trouble. Because they won't stop. You choose to be relentless about it. That guy had a minute and a half to knock his shit off before I was able to even start the recording. But he didn't. He just kept it up. Then after he victimized me, what did he do? The same thing all these predators do. Wanted to run around to other people and say, oh, I'm the victim, I'm the victim. Fuck that. I'm out. I'll go inside of the building and I'll go fucking purchase something. I'll walk across the street. I'll go sit in my car. Oh, wait, but see this? Obviously, none of those are safe things to do. Now, this guy wants to brazenly accuse me of being a pedophile, accuse me of being a rapist, accuse me of being a murderer. Cute. Someone calling themselves Alan Anderson typed, I understand. Well, I'm glad for that, Alan Anderson. The thing is, you don't just go running around making those claims just because you didn't get what the fuck you wanted. Just because somebody didn't lay down and fucking take it as a victim. And then you go, oh, well, it's your fault, Sean. You have a victim mentality. You fucking kidding me? If I had a victim mentality, I wouldn't speak up. I wouldn't record. And I sure as hell wouldn't post it in public. This man chose to be predatory towards me. Then, after slandering my name and assaulting me, because literally it is assault according to the law, in 3 of the 5 altercations with that man yesterday, yes, he actually literally assaulted me according to the law. But you also know I can't go to the law. And you also know that as a street person who grew up in the system, well, there ain't a whole lot I get to do. By the way, Alan Anderson, I usually keep people off my channel who can't be true to their words. If you made a mistake, don't erase the message. Type that you made a mistake if you feel the need to correct it. But don't hide it. I make mistakes. Lots of people like to use my mistakes. My words didn't come together one time, and lo and behold, it means that I must be a super psycho serial killer, huh? How does that work? Or, of course, you try to tell these mandated reporters what's going on, and they want to reword everything that you say. You think. It's recorded, motherfucker. So, when you use choice words like that, you're inferring things about the situation improper and incorrect and unprofessional because you do not want to do your job. By pretending that it's not credible and refusing to look at evidence that shows that it's true, you're actually breaking the law. The fact that you do that as soon as I start speaking about police, well, that shows bias. Now, this Wolnez feller wanted to make a bunch of false claims. No victims. He just wants to pretend. Now, what are the chances this Wolnez feller killed Natalie? Well, since the guy who killed Natalie Bollinger is in fucking prison, It's not very good. No, I don't think this Andrew Wolnez feller killed Natalie. But you know what? Today only, I'm going to blame him for it, since he wanted to blame me. He wanted to accuse me of being wanted for murder. Whose murder, motherfucker? Fine, Andrew Wolnez is wanted for murder somewhere. We'll say Kansas or Arkansas. It don't really matter. I've never been wanted for murder anywhere. He just wants to pretend. And guess what? I can pretend too. I don't know if he's murdered anybody. I'm not him. But I do know he wanted to accuse me of being a murderer as his excuse to be a predator. Somehow magically that makes it okay for him to be a predator. And that's why you don't start rumors like that. You save that shit when it's true. For when it's an actual pedophile like Michael Albert or Robert Franklin Warnick. Save that shit for actual pedophiles. Now, of course, I should probably show part of the video here, right? Now we're going to skip over two of the interactions because they were just him staring at me like an asshole. All right. Now that picture on the front there, that's absolutely what a predator looks like. And the worst kind of predator, too. The kind who wants to be a predator, but doesn't want any consequences. Wants to throw a tantrum like a child because I won't just take his abuse. Now let's go to the very first video here. This is after like a minute and a half of this dude pulling some bullshit. Antagonistic and threatening over something to do with some kids. You'll just have to ask him. Poor guy. See, talking trash. All these little druggies out here do this. And they actually do. Natalie Bollinger was on drugs. She wanted to pretend I was on drugs. This guy on drugs wants to pretend I'm on drugs.
Lucky, dude. You're fucking lucky.
I am not lucky. I'm stuck with people like you, junkies like you.
I'm not a junkie. I don't do
drugs. Get out of my face. Do not touch you.
See,
start shit.
Don't ever
Wants to threaten and harass. He ain't fucking scaring me.
You can talk about me doing blues. I don't touch that shit. Now back off of me. Lying shit. Do not. Back off of me. Back off. Fuck you. Back off. Back off.
Now could I have beat him piss limber? Yeah. They'd have been cleaning them off the ground with a sponge and a bucket. The guy has a messed up right arm. Kept swinging at me with his left. You'll see that later on in this video. And you get to see here, he chose to victimize me, and then he wants to whine like a mule because he's being recorded doing this shit. Well, don't fucking start shit with people, dude. Then he wants to scream at other people. Oh, this guy's a sicko piece of shit.
Jesus,
right?
Goddamn Christ. This guy needs to go. I don't give a fuck.
I'll head over here and wait my turn. See, I got away from him. He still wouldn't fucking let it up. Now, of course, this is the life that I get to deal with.
people wanting to be bullies, people wanting to threaten, people wanting to harass, and me having to be the gentleman.
Come over and video him. No, I was there to turn in my cans and he started shit. And then he wants to pretend that he did all this evil shit and called me all these horrible names and was threatening me because I was recording. No. He did that shit because he thought he had an easy victim. Then he thought he could run around and slander my name and people wouldn't listen to me. Motherfucker, I taped it.
Ain't no fighting. I stepped away as soon as I saw somebody professional looking.
It's true.
I don't mind waiting over here until he's done with his turn.
Sure as hell wasn't going to turn my back on him.
He's just going to keep running his mouth though.
Not that any of y'all noticed, but getting hit in the back of the head don't feel good. That's a real hard part of your skull, too. People tend to break their fist on people's skulls back there. It's not a good idea to punch somebody in the skull.
See, that's the point here. I don't choose for people to bully, but I certainly choose to stand up to them. That was a good catch earlier, by the way.
Now, that dude keeps it up for a bit. I guess technically, since this is actually in 2 parts, because he comes back out and does it again, there's actually up situations with him. But he only gets violent in 3. That one's 2 minutes and 20 seconds into it. And then we'll go to... I want to say around 14 minutes.
Little bitch over there. Excuse me, I'm fucking with his drugs. Little bitch. What did I do? Just to be an asshole? I stood up to him. And was it just to be an asshole? No. It wasn't. Same reason I stand up to the rest of you fucking punk asses.
See, same video.
I'm a nice guy. Make sure that we keep the guy recorded in case he tries anything again.
And so shot immediately.
Do the threats. You do not get to try to assault me.
Here, you can swing at me again.
Do not touch my phone. There he is. There he is.
Yeah, my phone's got a
That's the
little
thing,
bit
is
of a
that people
delay.
look for trouble. They look for trouble.
And when he swung at me the first time, of course, I was turning around. He missed me entirely. He also kept on grabbing for my phone. That's why it was splotching back and forth there for a second, because he kept on pressing my phone, and I kept on trying to get it to play. Now, there's other witnesses in here, like Brandon at the Starbucks at Safeway, and also Krista at Safeway. Let's see, next one. Oh yes, this one right here. It's called... Oh, come on, where is it? Oh, come on. Here it is. Andrew Wolnez, show us on this Pegasus where the bad Sean touched you.
Sean touched you. Go ahead. You made some accusations, son. I expect you to back your shit up. Especially when you get violent. It's unfortunate.
Show me your evidence. Now, of course, I make the point to express to Alicia Bollinger, not that she'll ever hear these or listen to them, that she could have put a stop to this violence against an innocent man before her sister was killed. Now we'll go to about 7 minutes in. This guy wanted to show up and be a dick.
That little shit brick in the silver Tacoma. Yeah, that's a predator.
By the way, that young man in the silver Tacoma pulled up with Carlos last night, and he's recorded talking to me last night like I'm a person. I appreciate that. I also appreciate that Carlos talks to me like a person. And I appreciate the fact that he helped me to get up off the road when I started having back spasms walking back from the jail. That's just a couple days ago. Now let's press play here.
You call me a fucking predator? You fucking
He is a
Here's this
predator.
predator over here beating on my vehicle. Don't be... Call me a predator? Stop. You call me a predator? You are a predator. You call me a predator? You're being predatory towards me. I have fucking 6 kids, motherfucker. I have 2 daughters. You are predatory towards me. Fuck you, motherfucker. Back off. Do not touch me. You're fucking lucky I don't beat your fucking ass. Back off. Get out of the fucking car and fucking back off, Chimo. Fuck you, Chimo. Back off.
Oh, he didn't like that, did he? He was fine with him calling me a druggie. Just for clout and attention. See, that's the thing, is that I have to deal with actual predators, and they all just trying to get attention, just for attention's sake. Oh, look at me, look what I'm doing to this dude. See this poor, horrible monster, Sean Schwartz, because I heard a rumor. You get to see that he chooses violence over and over and over again. Then, of course, statistically, we went over this yesterday, didn't we? Who is the most likely to be a pedophile? Your own dad. Overwhelmingly.
You're fucking lucky. Do not threaten. You're wanted for murder. Yeah, you lying sack of shit. You're wanted for murder. Lying sack of shit. You fucking dumbass. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, in Colorado.
Yep, he's such a nice guy. Of course, if he screams it loud enough and spreads that slander enough, it'll magically make it okay, won't it? Kind of like them youngins that pulled over up at the corner market the other day. Wanted to point and laugh and giggle and have that other guy come over and fucking be a shithead. Fuck it. At least I get it recorded. How many of my predators that I've turned in have been arrested for exactly what I told you they did, except they did it to others? You didn't want to listen to me, but at least you listened to the other victims. It's just a horrible thing that there are only other victims because you didn't want to listen to me. This Andrew Wolnez feller. He wants to accuse me of being a pedophile. I'll accuse him of being a pedophile. It's fair and equal. You don't like it? You don't like equality? You're going to accuse me of being on drugs? I'll accuse you of being on drugs. No problem. You want to fucking lie? I'm not lying. I'm giving you equality. And I state outright that that's what I'm doing. You treated me horribly. And you expected me to just take it because you are a predator. Whether you are a pedophile or not is arbitrary. You are still a predator. And having kids doesn't mean that you're not a predator. Look at Robert Franklin Mornick. Look at Leslie Snell and Clint Snell. You don't like it? Then don't start it. I didn't come down here yesterday to be fucked with by some goddamn junkie. I came here to turn in my cans. I'm also not able to run away from the guy. When he didn't get what he wanted right when he wanted it, what did he do? Immediately started playing victim and slandering my name. Oh, this guy's a this guy's a that. Really? Really, wolnez? Where's the victim, dumbass? You fucking stupid cunt. When you choose to be predatory towards me, do not play victim. I will catch you. I will expose you. You want to go making false allegations? If I accuse you of the same shit, how do you act? And it's magically okay for you. It's wrong for me to speak up. How do the cops react? People commit illegal activities against me, and then I speak up, right? And then the cops pretend that it's my fault I'm abused because I spoke up. Fuck the police. Now this Andrew Wolnez feller, he wants to go making a lot of false accusations. Where's your proof, bitch? Or you think that just coming up on me and getting violent and being a bully is good enough? You threaten me or assault me and it makes it okay. No, you're a fucking bitch. Chasing clout. And on the bright side, Miriam and Krista are both recorded on my videos yesterday in these situations with him. I did, in fact, and indeed, go to someone for help. I did not, in fact, call 911 out of fear of being arrested. How many times have they threatened to have me arrested when I've had to deal with predators like this wolnez feller? Nearly every time. Oh, and they wait until I turn off the camera to start saying that shit. Like Neubauer's bitch ass. There are no good fucking cops in this goddamn country. Just wait. You're all ending up broke. You're all gonna end out on the streets with me. And all that bullshit you was talking goes right out the goddamn window.